Jetty Zumi here with the Movement University. I'm going to show you some resisted hip flexor activation to engage the hip flexor muscles and help create stability around your midsection. So what you're going to need for this is some sort of resistance band. There's a lot of different materials out there. I have one here from Body Bands that I ordered online. And what you're going to do is attach it to something that's really solid and sturdy. I'm going to lie back here on my back. I like to put the band around 2/3 of the way up my thigh towards my knee. And I'm going to lie back here. So I'll keep my opposite knee bent and flat on the floor. And the key here is before I start to lift my knee against the resistance of the band, I want to always make sure I have a nice stable setup at my core. So I always tell people you want to have enough room where you can get just a couple of fingers beneath your low back above your butt area, and not so much that I can get my whole hand through, because then I'll be overarching. And I also don't want to be totally flat here, because we want to practice engaging the hip flexor from a neutral spine. So once you've got that position, you're going to brace with your abdominals and hold that spine in place. And then I'm going to keep that position as I lift against the resistance of the band. The important part here is making sure that I'm not tucking my tailbone under to lift my leg up, because that's the compensation that we're working on, retraining here. So I'm going to lift from the hip against some gentle resistance, and I like to do a few pulses here and then hold to really feel the activation on the top of my thigh, really feeling my core work here as well. And then I'll also try to extend the leg, again, without arching or tipping my pelvis, just really getting that movement purely from the top of my thigh. This is really going to start burning the muscle very quickly, especially for me because I have some weaknesses there. One of the other modifications you can do is holding that position, just pulsing the whole leg. Now some people might have more motion than I do, and they'll be able to straighten the whole leg out and lift. For me, I'll do it with a little bit of a bent knee, because it's really important not to change the position of the spine. That's what's happening in all the other movements you do, is instead of getting and training and using motion from the hip, we're actually tilting the spine and tucking the spine under. So be very specific when you do this movement. Make sure you're starting from a really stable base and activating your abdominal muscles, holding that position in a neutral spine, and then ease into using those muscles in the hip flexor. You'll feel them fire up really quickly, and if you have a weakness there, you might feel them tire out very quickly as well. So try it out. If you have any questions, shoot us a message or like and share this video when you see it, and send it to somebody you think could benefit from it. Thanks a lot.